What's going on, everybody? It's Alexis Marchand here from the Four Pillar Journey. Now, today we're talking about life, but more specifically, life was never meant to be fair. Yes, I just said it. Life was never meant to be fair. I do not understand why, for so long and even still to this day, people think that life is supposed to be fair. And they have this dystopian belief that everything in life should be fair. Everybody should get paid the same. Everybody should be equal. And I'm here to tell you, unfortunately, that is not reality. That is not the truth. That is just how life is. And it seems to be that people cannot, they don't want to understand the truth. They don't want to believe the truth. And this is one of the things that I've always been saying. The truth fucking hurts. It hurts bad. But we have to be grown-ups. We have to be rational people and come to the realization that the truth will not always be pretty and that life is not going to be fair. Some people are born without legs. Some people are born with sickness and diseases. Some people are born super poor. Some people are born super rich. But there's one thing you have to understand, that anybody in any situation can still be a great person. The only difference will be their difficulties in life. A poor person is going to have to learn what it is to have hard work, discipline, and goals, where the difficulties and the lessons from a person born into wealth will be how to find meaning in life, how to not be overshadowed by my parents' presence, and how to be taken seriously as a productive individual to society. There are always going to be people in poverty, in war, in sickness. There will always be people dying, but we cannot live our lives based on this dark reality of the world when there is so much happiness and brightness on this side. And one thing I've noticed that this causes, it causes people to be reactive instead of proactive. To the majority of human beings, this is what happens. And this causes this illusion that they try to believe so bad about life. Excuse me. So, what do I mean by being reactive instead of proactive? Someone who is reactive reacts to the situation instead of actually doing something about it. They react emotionally instead of rationally. So if something bad happens to them, let's say I get in a car accident, a reactive person is immediately thinking of all the negative things. I don't have a car, I'm screwed, my financial life is over, I'm going to be in debt. All these negative thoughts about life. And then they take this nihilistic view of life of why me? And they ask themselves, why isn't life fair? Why me at this moment? Maybe they already had some financial struggles and then this happens. They ask themselves, what did I do to deserve this? And 9 times out of 10, nothing. You didn't do anything. And the reactive person takes this emotion as a reality, and then they live their life on these emotions of negativity, which come with anxiety, depression, all these things, which lead into a negative feedback loop. And now you're stuck in this dark cloud. Some people never get out of it. But what would a proactive person do? A proactive person looks at the situation. It was a bad accident. There's nothing I could do now to prevent that from happening again or from stopping that to occur, because it is the past. It already happened. It is not going to change. You're grateful. I still have my life, thank God. What can I do to get myself out of this financial situation? To say if you were in debt and then you got in the car crash, you do not fold. You do not crumble by emotion. You understand that life is not fair. But you also understand that these negative actions and emotions that you're feeling, they are not a lifetime thing unless you make them. If you're proactive, you look at the bright side, you're optimistic because you know you're a hardworking individual, you're disciplined, and no matter what you go through, you will overcome it. That is the major difference between the reactive and proactive person. That mentality to how to react to things bleeds into every aspect of your life. This is why so many people are miserable. And if you ask them what their problems are, they always look at it from the super dark, worst case scenario. And you ask them, sometimes you don't ask them, but you think to yourself, what have you done to overcome that challenge? It's like life punched you in the face and you decided to cry and roll on the floor instead of dusting it off and getting back up. That is why we have to come to an understanding that life is not fair. So what? You were born without legs? You've seen those videos of people with disabilities or with paralysis from the waist down. I've seen so many videos of young guys, old guys in wheelchairs still getting it in the gym. They're still doing fine successfully with women financially. But then here's you or somebody you know, the most minor inconvenience, and then they shut down. They're like depressed for the smallest inconvenience, and I see this a lot. We have to come to understand not to take things so seriously and have a more rational approach to life. Always look at the glass half full instead of half empty. You gain nothing from being sad, being depressed, or taking things at an emotional level. It is unhealthy and it will only bring you down, but those around you as well. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I had to take care of something. But like I said, life is not fair. We have to come to understand that we were born not perfect. I think we can all understand that, but we also have to understand that there will always be somebody who's a little worse than you at certain things and someone who's going to be a little better than you. Maybe you were born a little shorter. Maybe you were born, with a little side eye. Maybe you were born with a big nose. Maybe you were born with like one short arm. Whatever it is, there is something that we are handicapped or not blessed with, but there are also things that we are blessed with. So, like I said, if you look at the glass half full, you look at your strengths, and then you say, okay, this is what what I excel at. Let me continue making progress in these areas so I can become successful. You look at your negatives and you say, is there anything I can change myself? Improve my grooming, go to the gym, read books to be smarter. Okay, we move these to this side. And then we look at the things that we cannot change and accept them. This sounds a lot easier said than actually do, but it is the constant practice of looking at yourself in the mirror. If you're improving everything you can on a daily basis, and you say, I am a better version of myself than I was yesterday. There is things that I cannot change and I embrace them. You have to instill those positive thoughts into your mind in order for you to be successful and live a happy life. That's it, guys. I don't want to make this too ranty or too long. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and understood the concept of life, the unfairness of it, the reality of it, and how to accept it and make the best out of it. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. We're pumping out content weekly, and I hope you guys stay tuned. Peace out.